Welcome to our budgeting tool by Cadet Voigt and Cadet England. Before we get started to the tool, here's our influence chart. Data specified for exactly what we wanted to accomplish when helping our soldiers maximize their financial budget. As you can see, there are many variables that go into maximizing financial budget, but the main three are going to be your taxes, your expenses, and your salary. As you can see here, this is our budgeting tool and has a simple format for the user. In the top left-hand corner up here, we have the instructions to guide the user for an easy experience. To start off with the tool, you're going to start off with your salary, which basically comes down to your rank and years of service. As you can see here, we have every single rank that you can accomplish in the Army. We started off with just an O2, and years of service we have 2. As you can see, he makes roughly around $47,000 a year. When you go down, you're going to see your dependents. If you have a dependent or whether you do not. For this sake, we're going to go with you do have a dependent, and we'll move it up to the O2. You can also change your location, and here we will say we are in California, roughly making around $3,324 a year. As you can see, your total income is down here in the blue, and this is what you have to spend for that year. As you can see here, we're going to move to the left with our expenses. This is going to be on the user's discretion, because everybody's different in how much they spend and how much they're willing to spend on entertainment, food, and housing, and so forth. As you can see here, we have $700 for housing, $1,000 for food, entertainment around $1,200, insurance we have around $45,000. In retirement, we took the salary and multiplied it by 2.5% because that's the average cost for retirement investments of the American people. Next, you can go down. You have cars, whether you have 1 car or 2 cars. Right now, we're going to say we do not have a car. As you can see, you can also put in family members and how much they roughly cost to provide for that child. We're going to say 0 for right now. Next, you move down to your tax rate. Here, we've given a link to a tax bracket that allows you to figure out how much you will spend on taxes per year. For here, we'll say roughly around $7,000 on taxes for that tax rate of this year. This will go all into our total expenses. Your total expenses will be $56,000, as you can see here. To get our budget, we just subtracted the total income minus the total expenses and found that we have $2,336 to do with whatever we want. As you can see, this is pretty simple and not very complex maximizing your financial budget tool, and hopefully it will allow soldiers to figure out how much they can spend and how much they need to save in order to provide for their family or provide for themselves.